don't do the hybrid thing with the saddle, or do you?
I do, but not in the way that most people do. So like I don't bring a tethered. I just run it as a lineman's belt, and it's pretty much like, so I'm running the last year's version of our saddle. So the Mondo, it's got the straps. And so I have it hooked up like a lineman's belt. And then a lot of times, like I'm just hooking up on my, like I'll just loop it around the tree and like a climbing harness does, like the Holiday, that product that XOP makes. I basically run it like that. Or if I do end up in a position where I need to run in a saddle, I'm running it like it's a lineman's belt, and it's just a comfortable way to do it, so it doesn't pinch and stuff like that. And so I'm kind of strapped in that way. And then if something does come to a weak side, then I can just unstrap really quick. It's right on my hip and be ready. You know what I mean? Since it's a lineman's belt more than it is anything. So I do hybrid hunt, but very rarely do I find myself in a saddle position. I normally want to be in a tree stand position. That's what I prefer.
See, that's one thing that I've transitioned to is like pure hybrid, where it's like I run as a saddle and just have my knees against like the seat. Pretty much when my ankles do get tired, I just do that. Rest my feet up there, all that kind of like
I just sit like in the saddle position. Like I'll literally just like tree hug and sit like that and just take a nice little nap.
Hello, saddle hunters.
I've done it, like going out on public and being in there early, and like that's a big reason I started running it that way, is because I was like, I'm gonna run it as a tree stand. Like I don't like the saddle at all. And I just too much ropes, and for a long time I was a guy that didn't wear one, so like it took me a long time to even just get used to it. But that thing's so comfortable. But in the morning, like that retrograde, sometimes if you get high, like it's daunting. Like it's really small, and so that little lineman's belt makes me feel so much more comfortable. And even if I'm sitting in a tree stand way, like if I'm there 30 minutes, an hour before daylight, which believe me doesn't happen very often, but when it does, like I just strap in there, I put the seat down, I sit up against it, and I'll just hug the tree and fall asleep. Napski.
I tried the Invader this year, and I was like, man, this is small. Like when you said like the dauntingness of the retrograde, how high you get, like the Invader, I felt like, I think I did it out in Ohio. I was like, man, this is like small. Like I can't do this. So I went back to the retrograde because I like that bigger size, like platform type thing.
It's so perfect for it.
Yeah. I didn't really feel like the dauntingness, but I'm probably like maybe 10, 12 feet high.
I don't get very high either.
That's about as high as I go.
I won't go smaller than the Cold World. I won't go smaller than that, because I
love that thing too,
and I thought it was perfect. And I was like, nope, I won't go smaller than this.
I always tell people, like, if you're first getting into it and you can't choose between the two and you still want to hybrid hunt, that Cold World's the game.